How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video I'm going to be checking out the H18 wireless stereo earphones. Now I got these from a company not called Pinuc, but apparently that's the name on the box. So I'm guessing this is one of those things that Chinese manufacturers get and then slap their name on top and they call it their product. So you probably find multiple companies with the same thing. Anyways, let's go ahead and look at the back of the box. A couple of things here. It's got Bluetooth 4.1 and it's got a 7mm driver and pretty much it also has a microphone. So let's go ahead and open this up. I've been using these for 2 or 3 weeks now, I don't really remember. So the packaging is quite nice considering the price on them, which is £36. But you probably get them cheaper because obviously on Amazon there's discounts and stuff. So here they are. I'll just go ahead and put these to the side and see what we get with them. So you got micro USB cable for charging, you got some different ear tips sizes, and you've also got this thingamabob which holds the cable so you can have it more neater and stuff, but I don't think you're gonna need to use that. And it's also got these stabilizers on them and you can put those on if you don't like stabilizers. And then it's got some instructions booklet and stuff. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at these Bluetooth earphones. So if you're interested in them, these are really good in a nutshell for someone who's into Bluetooth and who's into like jogging and stuff. These are all you need. So in the past I have had some other earbuds, but those ones, they're not as good as these, obviously because I got them a long time ago. Okay, so let's take a closer look at these earbuds. So as you can see, the design on them is pretty nice, I think. You got the left and you got the right over here. Now the wire is pretty short, that's one thing. But let's look at the remote over here. So made in China, Pinuc. So there's an LED, that's probably the microphone. One of them is the LED, that's the LED. And you've got like this micro USB cable for charging the thing over here. Is that, and you've got 3 buttons, so volume up, volume down, and then hold to turn on or off. And one of the things I like about these is that whenever you disconnect them, they automatically go back into pairing mode, which is nice, because others you have to restart, like you have to turn them off, turn them back on, wait for like 10 seconds or something weird like that, and then they go back into pairing mode. These are automatic. Now they are magnetic from the back, so you can have them hanging around your neck, which is nice. And these are water resistant, I believe IPX5, something like that. But I don't really throw things in the water. That's just me. Now having a look at these ear tips, these are the smallest ones that they come with. Now I'm not sure if it's the ear tips, but whenever I put them on, even though they are the same sizes as the other earbud thingies I've got, these are wired, and these are pretty small. These create a proper extreme seal around my ear, and so it pushes air in as soon as it just closes up that seal, and that makes my head hurt for some reason. And the frequency response on this, the graph, there's a lot of bass in these. Considering cheap, I'm guessing manufacturers in the cheap audio zone, they kind of tend to market around the bass and the fact that they have really nice bass and everything, but I'm not really into that. But I just like a flat frequency response. The design is nice. They do have they are a little big on the outside, but when you're wearing them, they don't really look all that big because this sits in your ear. Now the battery life I haven't been able to measure because they haven't really run out yet, but it says about 2 hours to charge or something, and they'll last quite a while. I don't know. So let's talk about what these are used for. So obviously they're wireless, and you can connect them with your phone. Now if you connect them with an iPhone, you can actually check the battery level of these on the phone, but on Android I've connected them and apparently they don't really show that. They just show a Bluetooth logo, so the fact that it's connected to Bluetooth. These are really good for workout, going to the gym, everything like that. And even if you're not gonna do that, you're just into earbuds, these are actually pretty great if you're on a really low budget. If you're an audiophile, just skip this video because this is not for that kind of stuff. Just wanted to talk about the Bluetooth. So the Bluetooth is the best I've seen on earbuds on these ones. It automatically reconnects. There's a lady talking that tells you if the battery is low, if it's connected or if it's disconnected, and if pairing and everything like that. It's pretty usual with the earbuds and stuff. Now the thing is, the way the signal works on here is actually pretty good. Like it doesn't drop out or anything. When it's in your pocket, I can walk like at least 5 meters without any problems. Now it starts to drop out when you go behind walls and stuff, but that's only sometimes. Like the way the Bluetooth works on these is actually pretty good. It's probably the best I've seen. It works really, really well. And now let's get into the sound quality before we end this. Now to me personally, since it's obviously Bluetooth, I'm not really fan of Bluetooth sound quality, and this kind of shows that. As an audiophile, these don't really sound good at all. But if you're like a average user, you just want earbuds or something, and if you go outside, if you go jogging or something, these are not gonna be a problem at all. I connected these with my phone and also with my high-res player, which has aptX, and that kind of has higher quality over Bluetooth. But let's talk about the sound quality. So first off, because it's Bluetooth, it's limited to a certain frequency range. And personally, I find that it just sounds really, really dead to me. Really, like dead. It's just like contained. It's kind of lifeless. Especially the higher frequencies, like they don't really have a airiness to it. The bass is really, really heavy and powerful. It has a lot of body to it, which is what you kind of expect from cheap earbuds and stuff. The moods are moody, so like they're proper moody. I don't really like them. But overall, for who these are targeted for, all of that is not going to be a problem. Now they do have a really wide soundstage. That's one of the things. So it's really, really wide, but the detail and the imaging is just not that great. And the last thing is that whenever you're wearing them, especially for me, because the frequency response is a lot of bass, and then everything else is kind of just drops off after the mids. They do make my head hurt, like the way that they seal the head off, like with the other earbuds, like these ones, no problem. Like these create a seal or something. Like the noise isolating between both of these are the same, so like it's pretty much earbud style. You can't hear anything around you, which is honestly bad if you're crossing the road, but whatever. These work a little differently. Now I'm not sure if they have noise cancelling or isolating, whatever, with the microphone. I don't think they do, but these create a seal after they just sing in my ear, because they let the air out and then they just like block everything up. These, however, they don't really do that, because these are like mushy a little bit, and these are not as mushy. These actually create a seal as soon as they get into your ear canal, so there's a little bit air in there, and then once you push them in, these go in as well, and then the air goes in, and I think that's what makes my head hurt. Also, the bass is there's a lot of power in the bass, and I don't like that, cause it just makes my head hurt. Look, the thing is, I'm an audiophile. I'm really a critical listener. I use the Chord Mojo. I use DT770 Pros all the time with the fastest drivers, and yada yada whatever. Like I'm just absolutely insane when it comes to audio quality. So I can pick out the little differences. But for the average user, you're not gonna be able to notice. At least hopefully you don't. And if I think back to when I wasn't an audiophile back in the days, I used to listen to MP3s, 128 kilobytes per second, whatever. I didn't really look at audio as in it makes a difference. And if I was to get these, I'll be really, really impressed with them. They do remind me of the XDSD, which the way the Bluetooth works on that is really, really good. Now that sounds really good. These do remind me of that, and that basically means that these sound really, really good. Anyways, if you want to buy them, the link is going to be in the description. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in another video.